But that's how my romance began.
Well, many of you may be wondering just exactly what is a hermaphrodite. Well, it is from the Greek Hermes and Aphrodite, and it means, oh, lovely, male and female. Yes, I don't seem to have a picture of one here with me. However, I do happen to have this skeletal system, which you can see plainly before you. Starting with the basics, you have the male skeleton. Oh, yeah, right here, male skeleton. The female skeleton, yeah, and a very rare photograph of the hermaphrodite skeleton. And as you can possibly see, there is no difference whatsoever from between the male, the female, and the hermaphrodite. There you are. Which leads us to believe that there is something of a more superficial difference. And that is, perhaps I should say, a mingling of the sexes between the male and the female. Back to the theory of hermaphroditism. Now, we're not really quite sure where it all began. As I said, it comes from the Greek Hermes and Aphrodite, and that, of course, indicates that it's been around for quite a few long years, perhaps all the way back into the 3rd, 4th century BC. But what about before that? It just didn't crop up with the Greeks, of course. No. There are cave paintings somewhere in the heart of France that indicates men throwing spears at one another because they are not engaged in warfare, but an ostracization of the freakish hermaphrodite, seen to be a god in some situations, seen to be a freak in the others. The hermaphrodite is always on the outside of society. It is never accepted. People don't let you go anywhere if they think you're a freak. You can't go to bars, you can't go to clubs, you can't possibly even exist on the most absurd, mundane levels if you even try to buy a house.